Okay, Houston, we have a problem. Listen to that. Hood open. Well, yes, it is open. I can guarantee that because look, there's that big chunk of metal sticking up. Unfortunately, what you can't see because it says hood open is there is a major systems failure, and the check engine light is actually on, although I can't see it at the moment. So I have an issue that I need to fix. I know what it is because I've already checked, but let me show you. And let's turn this off because that is embarrassing. And I have a mere 110,626 miles on this vehicle. First, I need to connect my diagnostic tool, and I have a trusty Foxwell, and very conveniently Jaguar put it right here, the connection. So much easier to get to than Hondas and lots of other vehicles. So we're now connected, and let's see what my tool says. No, not that tool. Sorry about that. Hang on, I'm gonna make you a strap on just for a moment. Whoops, got bruised droop there. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, let's pull the key out, stop that bloody bonging. Right. Hopefully you can see my tool and not my other tool. Right, ODB1 Kenobi, let's go. Linked to vehicle. I'm getting shadow there. Hopefully not. But either way, I will tell you what it says when it finally gets its finger out of its ass. I think it's had a third martini lunch and it just doesn't want to rush. I'm linking to vehicle. I'm linking to vehicle. Hang on a second. Let me shut that door. Why? Because I want to make sure I get my code connection. Sorry about this taking a time, but I figured I'd just let it roll anyway. Dum-de-dum, talk amongst yourself. Come on, Mr. Jaguar. Oh, my check engine light's showing up now, that's good. Okay, it says the ML status is off, but codes found 1. So let's see what these codes are. Read code, system status, erase codes. We're going to go for read codes. Stored codes. Yes, I think stored codes is good. It is a P0327/$11. Yeah, more than fucking $11, that's for sure. Knock sensor 1, circuit low, bank 1, or single sensor. Yep, it's knock sensor number 1 on bank 1, which as you're sitting in the car is the left hand sensor in the engine bay. So let us go and have a look and see where it is. Come with me. Without getting my foot caught around the cable. Uh-oh. Now, bank 1, this side. Sensor 1, this side. What I do like about the Jaguar engine is that unlike, I think it's Chevy, the knock sensor is not under the intake manifold. So you don't have to take half the fucking engine apart just to get to it. It's just under this cover. Jaguar were clever about that. So we need to get this off, so pop that out of there. Pull those rubber thingies off, wiggle this out. Now, the sensor is way down there. You can't see it, can you? Let me get a light. Okay, So that is the knock sensor there, and they're really helpful. Instead of using a nut and a bolt, they put a fucking Torx on it. Not quite sure why they did that, but they did. There is also a nut there. Why does it have both? Oh, sorry, engage my brain cell. That Torx is the stud, isn't it, you dickhead Gary? Yes, that's what it is. So we need to go and find ourselves a socket that's going to fit that and get that nut out. The connection for it is here. And that's excuse me, that's your usual type of connection that you give it a good old squeeze, which is about there. Tell you what, let me see if I can do that. Hang on. There you go. So that's easily disconnected. Now all we got to do is get a socket for that. The wet down there, don't worry, that is penetrating oil. I gave it a good soaking so that when we do try and get it out, hopefully it will come out. Right, let me go get a socket and yeah, say not a super long extension, but a long extension, and maybe if I can get straight onto that, I might be able to. Let's try. Now these are the tools you're going to need. You will need a 13mm socket. A deep one is preferable, a wrench obviously, and a magnet. The magnet may or may not be needed. Reach down in here and get onto that nut. As I said, that's a 13mm. I just thought I'd throw my magnet across. Why is that? What the heck? Pieces of rubber have come off from somewhere. Oh yeah, okay, duh, that's me, isn't it? It comes off of here. And you don't need to remove that. How the hell that came off. And crack. Now this is where the magnet may be needed once you get the nut out, because what's going to happen is it will probably drop, and I'm going to stick my magnet in there and hope that I can pull it all out at the same time. And I have. Look, there it is. There's that lovely little nut. Okay, let's put that over here out of the way. This is the part you're needing. This is your new knock sensor. S&G Barrett sell two types. One is an aftermarket one and one is the Jaguar original. The price difference is astronomical. I think this one, which is the aftermarket, part number LNE1692AA, is around the $80 mark. And I believe the Jaguar one is around the $250 mark, but get onto their website and you will see. Also, the Jaguar one currently is on back order. Yeah, for 2 weeks. Okay, so now I've got to try and get that baby out of there. Not quite sure how this is going to work. Hey Gary, can I might have to get some long nose pliers down in there to try and grab it. I don't think it's gonna. Oh, it is loose. No, let me get some long nose pliers. I'm sorry, you weren't looking at it, were you? Damn this camera, I can't see what I'm videoing. Christ! What's going on here? Alright, so it is loose down there, but I've got to have to get something to grab it. I'll be back. Alright, this is the offending sensor, and as can be seen, this wiring is, well, let's face it, it's been cooked, hasn't it? Now maybe that's where the problem is, I don't know. Maybe moisture gets in there, I don't know. And I will confess that this all came to light after I had cleaned the engine, but maybe it was getting ready to die anyway. So let's get the new one in. All right, Once you've fed in the new, sorry, there's a helicopter going over. It's a medical one. Hang on. Someone's in trouble. Alright, once you've got the sensor down there, you get to play this really interesting game called I Bet You Can't Get the Sensor Over the Stud. And then you got other little wires down there, you can see it, that like to try and help you not get it on. So eventually you will get it on. You will have to choose your own method. I used a pair of long nose pliers, and I'm about to use those to try and put the nut on and then spin it up with the socket. Don't forget to also clip this back on this clip. I haven't done it yet, but I will do. That goes back in there onto that little bracket. And it's got the little piece on it to do that. So that will be that, and it'll be wonderful and exciting, and you'll wish you'd never taken it off. Okay, let me get this nut on. All right, there it is, installed. You can see the main harness points downwards. So now let's do the moment of truth, shall we? And see if this baby will start. Well, I know it'll start, but if I had the keys it'd probably help. Let's see if that horrible knocking has gone away or misfiring, and if not, start to cry. And it hasn't. I'm still misfiring. Why? Oh dear, looks like, Houston, I have another problem. I'm misfiring like a good one. It told me my knock sensor was fucked. Didn't tell me there was a misfire, but I have a misfire. Okay, time to investigate that further.